collateral damage or bad planning? New at 6, we're talking with a man who found a fox severely burned during a fire designed to improve wildlife habitat.
24-hour News 8's Joe LaFurgey got answers from the organization that started the fire. A warning for you at home, some of the pictures of the injured animal are pretty graphic.
The fires were set Friday here in the wetlands surrounding Windmill Island in Holland. It was a controlled burn. You can see what we're talking about from this vantage point. Small fires set in individual places, part of the reason to protect nests that were already here. The experts say it's one of the best ways to help Mother Nature to essentially clean house, to eliminate invasive species, to get rid of dead vegetation so new can grow. In general, to create a better habitat. But Saturday, a day after the prescribed burn at Macatawa Marsh, Nick Clark learned not every animal made it out.
The breathing was pretty heavily labored, and it was kind of wheezing, almost like it might have been burned from the fumes and whatnot as well. Awful to see.
The fox had to be euthanized. Clark calls himself an advocate for Holland's Outdoor Discovery Center, the nonprofit education group behind the Macatawa Marsh burn, and has great appreciation for their efforts. But he says he'd like to see some changes before the next burn.
That's kind of all I'm asking is, I'd like the awareness to be out there, and I'd like them more or less to make sure they do look into this, to evaluate these things.
We took Clark's concern to Outdoor Discovery.
You kind of beat the bushes beforehand.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Jamie Krupke is program director for the organization. He says every attempt was made to clear the wetlands of wildlife before the burn. Those fires were designed to burn just enough to promote new growth and healthier habitat. And after looking at photos of the injured animal, Krupke says there are signs the fox had mange, common among the fox population. And he says that could explain why the animal didn't escape the fire.
Further, as we looked closely at it, you could see the fur on its back and its tail, and its face was very irregular, but not burnt.
And while the fires were set to go around any nest, Krupke says ground nesting animals, like the fox, usually stay in their dens during fire.
Fire comes through, and after the fires, they're running around on top of the ash. They're just fine, because they were insulated under the ground.
And if you want to read up more on why the Discovery Center does these burns, how they plan for them, and some of those details, we have a link at woodtv.com. In Holland, Joe LaFurgey, 24-hour News 8.